Hi there, this is Matt with State of Flux, and
Huge movie fanatic Nate.
we're here to talk to you about
Something that recently happened. I think.
recent news of...
Or has it happened yet?
It's in the process.
It's in the process of happening.
The closure of Redbox, and both of us met through the means of a video store.
Mom and Pop Video Store. That's where we met. He was working there, and then I got hired there, and then we both worked there. But it was it was only one person on at a time, so we'd talk in shift change.
Yep, pretty much. And it was the arrival of Redbox was one of those weird, disheartening things, because that was one of the things that put the video store out of business, something that I'm still sad about to this day. However, I also remember going on my breaks to like the McDonald's across the street to rent movies from Redbox that we didn't have or other people had already rented out of my store.
Put video
so I would also...
out of business. When the hell did Redbox open?
I think 2004, but they didn't come in full blossom around us until like 2008, 9, thereabouts.
Okay, full blossom. Okay.
Yeah.
So this video is about, I guess, what? Our thoughts on the Redbox era coming to an end.
Well, really, the video rental era is the
physical media rental era.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like at a certain point, I was resentful of Redbox, and then I was thankful and contributing to the existence of
because
Redbox.
They're keeping discs that
in
exist
circulation.
in yeah.
Like even Netflix dropped their disc
keeping
format.
Keeping discs, physical discs spinning in people's players and keeping them being produced. Okay, well, call me dense, but yeah, I guess I didn't. Maybe I forgot about the truly important thing that this actually says. Yeah, I guess now I'm kind of worried on camera. Like at first it was like good because like I hated Redbox for. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like I hate Redbox for like closing video stores, but at the same time Redbox is like the last video store. In a way, as far as physical stuff, it's a double-edged sword. Like part of me is like, fuck Redbox, and I'm glad.
It was the same thing with like Netflix. Like Netflix helped put video stores under, but they and I was a participant of them. They still allowed you to rent the discs up until about a year and a half ago, and then that.
You said that in
stopped.
another video, and I was surprised that they went with the disc rentals that long.
Yeah. And so this is now your opportunity to rent physical media exists exclusively through libraries and the last mom and pop shops that are around, which I would imagine is probably... I would, like, each state probably has one, you gotta assume. But, like, certainly none of them have a name attached to it besides the last Blockbuster that's still around. But yeah, this is something that is both saddening, but also like you could see the writing on the wall for a multitude of reasons. There's so much less physical media available to any shops. Even like Target has diminished their stock. Best Buy dropped it entirely. You can still buy them online, I think, through there. Barnes & Noble is like...
That's like one of the last...
Yeah.
Are they condensing?
They've condensed quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
But they have more than anybody else around.
Like when you, even now in 2024, when you go there, you could be in 2007 for all you know. Like it's still pretty big.
It's much bigger than anywhere else around. So I am sad about this, but like... As a person who used to frequent Redbox, especially after the video store closed, I would go to Redbox maybe once a week, and then after a certain point it would be once a month. And then the past like year and a half, I have maybe rented 2 things from there, just because they weren't getting the new stuff, and the stuff they were getting just like... There was so many licensing arrangements with the emergence of... every studio having their own streaming platform, that nobody was getting stuff that I couldn't already see through a streaming platform first. And that's pretty much of a bummer. But
okay, yeah, you kind of got me like realizing it on camera. Like at first, like I think I knew about this like when the news first came out. Then I forgot about it, and it was more like when I pressed record just now. It was like, yeah, hell with Redbox.
Let's stick it to the man.
Yeah, and then you made me remember. Okay, this is a big nail in the coffin for physical media. So yeah, that's kind of a. Actually, yeah, that's scary. That's just a bummer. And yeah, all I know is like it pretty much is all the way this way for me. Like I can't remember the last time. Well, actually, I was a sweetheart, and Beth wanted to see Imaginary. So the last movie I bought at Target was Have you seen Imaginary?
No, but that's one of my projects. I just put a request in at the library. I'm going to do a trio of reviews because there's 3 Imaginary Friend movies that came out this year. There's Imaginary, which is a horror film, If, which is a kid-friendly thing, and then a Japanese anime in the same vein of the Studio Ghibli stuff, all of which have roughly similar plots. So
you just laughed when I came up with
yeah, so you're going to get a trio of reviews probably in a week or so.
On State of Flux.
On State of Flux for Imaginary Friend movies.
But I got that relatively recently, but I can't remember before I got that when the last time I bought a movie like at a store was. Usually it's, the only thing that's got what I'm looking for is Amazon, and that's probably the last place that's really gonna, I mean, for stuff like, Arrow Video or Scream Factory releases, I mean, obviously that kind of the boutique stuff, you're on Amazon anyway. I've been used to getting it that way anyway. And yeah, it's sad.
I still support Barnes & Noble. You guys carry the Arrow stuff, and sometimes you have the 50% off sales, so way to go, Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, it seems like they do. Oh, 50% off Arrow, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do Criterion in July and
Arrow and... Arrow is usually like September, I want to say?
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, it's like, oh, way to go, Barnes & Noble. Yeah, I mean, I was in there looking at Criterion, and I'm like, God, I was gonna get something that came out recently, but then I'm like, I don't watch it enough. What the hell is it? The Roaring Twenties, with Cagney, and I got the DVD. I barely watch it, so it's like I was gonna get that, but I thought I'd save money. This is the first July in a while where I didn't get a Criterion title.
The one that I wanted has never been in stock, which is Peeping Tom.
Oh.
The 1959 slasher film. It's one of the ones that and Psycho are credited with being the first 2 slasher films.
Maybe I gotta Amazon it up.
It's a great movie. If you've never seen it, it is fantastic, and you're in the point of view of the killer during the scenes. Very similar to Friday the 13th.
Or the beginning of Halloween.
Or the beginning of Halloween. Yeah, certainly. But like, where the way it's shot is very reminiscent of both Halloween and the first Friday the 13th. But anyway.
Oh yeah, Redbox.
Redbox is gone. How sad.
Yeah, it is scary. There ever more nails going in the physical media coffin.
I don't think it'll ever truly go away.
I'm hoping them boutiques, if nothing else, will. People are buying the hell out of Blu-rays and stuff on them boutique labels. So fingers crossed that those will stick around.
Yeah, the time of going to a store is kind of just going away.
Or to a box that's red.
Like a couple of years down the line, 10, 15 years, suddenly the reemergence of vinyl has... I think you'll start seeing stuff like that with sort of at first ironic video stores opening up that people end up seeing people sell and buy and stuff like that, and it ends up catching on. I'm kind of hoping that happens.
So here's my question, and it's a completely different thing, so I don't see it happening, but like with the resurgence of vinyl, what are your thoughts on a possible resurgence of VHS?
I think that it could happen. It's just VHS, like, the neat thing about it was going and seeing the physical form of it. It's not the best format. Like, I think it's much more likely that you'll see, like, Blu-rays or whatever linger on far past what their life expectancy would normally be because of this.
Another thing I thought of is they've never stopped making record players, whereas I think they've stopped making VCRs. So I mean, like records, they're not really comparable. Plus, I think it's very, very, very fair to say that unlike vinyl, where some people argue that sounds better, whatever, I'm not a part of that camp. There's no question that VHS is one of the worst ways to watch a movie when you've got options like Blu-ray, 4K. So where's the
the experience of watching a VHS is neat because there's no chapter skip. You have to just go along with the length.
You mean you're forced to?
Yeah, and you have memories that are tangible to that, in the sense of like anybody who's a fan of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie knows the Pizza Hut commercial that was ahead of that film every single time you watched it, and you can probably sing the song or thinking about that tune in your head right now. Or me, I was a big fan of Scream. I could tell you and recite to you all of those there's damn near 15 minutes of previews before the movie itself started, and that was part of the experience. You had your own trailer package, much like when you go to a movie theater.
Oh yeah.
Ahead of that, and that's something that I do like with VHS, that you really could you could sit there and fast forward, but you're still watching it
faster.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sad about the continued decline of physical medium.
Yeah, and I every time I do a live stream every now and then, sometimes people ask me, what do I think about, does 4K have a future? In closing, what are your thoughts about that? I don't think it's been as widely accepted as Blu-ray and DVD, or...
I think it does, in the sense that the people that want it ardently are seeking it out, so it's going to have life and legs for that reason. The purists are out there, and they're going to want their film in the purest form, and filmmakers want those scenes, so you're seeing them master their films in 4K for the audience that wants it. That said, I think Blu-ray is the widest releasing, best quality thing that is going to stick around, is what it is at the end of the day. Most people who collected physical media stopped at Blu-ray and are going to have the Blu-ray, so it'll last. I have the upgraded to the 4K, and at first I was so probably only 5 or 10 things I just need on 4K, and then it's just been expanding, and I keep buying more and more. It does look that much better, and it's surprising how clear the picture gets. So, there you have it.
Is that pretty much do it, you think, for our Redbox topic? I don't know, it was kind of all over the place, but what the hell.
What's your favorite Redbox movie that you ever rented? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.
And how do you feel about another nail in the physical media coffin? We're sad.
Yeah, that got somber. I'm sorry.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.